I'm Stacey Copas, the CEO and founder of the Academy of Resilience and the author of How to Be Resilient. I think from an organisational perspective, if they're looking at strategies that they can actually use to ensure that their people are resilient, it's actually creating a culture of resilience. So it's not just looking at what are some of the potentially one-off type things they could do. So sometimes people might have someone come in and do a talk on resilience, or they may, some of the things that I've seen that people, they class as a resilience program might be, we do yoga at lunchtime, or we do meditation, or we do some mindfulness stuff. And while those things are good, they're like really tiny pieces of the puzzle. And to me, a lot of those sort of strategies are more coping mechanisms rather than being proactive. So to build the personal resilience, then it's starting to look at a few of the key attributes that I teach in resilience. One of which is being very conscious of the language that's used. So making sure that language, particularly around change and adversity and things not going to plan, is framed in a way that it's actually an opportunity rather than it being something that is negative or is personally going to impact people in a negative way. So it's being very conscious of the language that's used, and then instilling that into the people as well. So getting people to be really conscious of the language they use when they're communicating with each other around the workplace, but also just in all the written communications as well. It's also creating a culture of support. So it's making sure that people actually feel that they're included and they're valued, and then they know that there's people around them that are looking out for them. So it's also making sure that there's open conversations, and particularly from a leadership perspective, it's not waiting for conversations to just happen at those sort of key times of the year where there might be personal reviews or whether there's strategy reviews. It's making sure that there's informal conversations that are happening on a consistent basis so that people really feel that they're heard and they're supported, and that can make a really huge difference as far as building the resilience of the people in an organisation. I'm really looking forward to speaking with you about personal resilience at the Governance and Risk Management Forum in June.